Hello everybody, in this video we're going to talk about the H-1B final rule, big changes to the H-1B lottery system. This is actually one of the biggest changes to the H-1B system since last year, since they started doing the online registration. So we'll talk about what do the changes mean, who is going to be impacted by this change, and when it's going to take effect. Remember that we are now in January and H-1B season is going to start very soon in March. So these are really important updates for those of you that are going through the H-1B visa process or about thinking about it. It's important for you to watch until the end as we go through each one of these changes and when they will take effect. Welcome back to our immigration channel. This is where you get the most recent updates on immigration news, immigration changes, and keeping you updated to make your immigration journey much easier and less stressful. So let's talk about the H-1B changes, specifically a major overhaul of the entire H-1B lottery system. The final rule is called Modification of Registration Requirement for Petitioners Seeking to File H-1B CAP Cases. And the purpose of this rule is to modify the H-1B CAP selection process, amend and change the current H-1B lottery procedures, and the biggest change is prioritize wages to make sure that H-1B visas are issued only to those that are paid the highest salary, the highest wages. And we'll break it down exactly how it's going to work. Remember, according to the USCIS, the new rule will only affect CAP subject H-1B cases. This means that only new H-1B cases that are about to be filed in 2021. It's not applicable to extensions or people that are currently already in H-1B visas and they are filing for renewals or transfers. Those are not subject to the H-1B cap and they're not impacted by the new rule. It will apply both to the regular H-1B cap and to the advanced degree H-1B cap and will be effective in 60 days, which will make it March 9th, 2021. The biggest change with this rule is it's going to create a wage-based system to select H-1B visas as opposed to the randomized H-1B lottery that we experienced in the past several years. So how will this new selection process work? USCIS is going to choose petitions based on the highest occupational employment statistics prevailing wage, also known as OES. They're going to start with the highest OES wage as indicated on the individual petition as it's filed. And those of you that follow the H-1B process and seen some of my videos, we explained in previous videos that the OES has 4 wage levels. There's wage level 4, wage level 3, wage level 2, wage level 1. That depends on the skill level, the expertise, and the job level of the position offered. It will determine the level of the OES wage. So in this case, they're going to start with choosing petitions that have level 4 wage level, and they're going to go down in descending order, proceeding with wage level 3, 2, and finally level 1. So the bottom line is that they're going to be using this sliding scale wage level and they're going to get rid of the H-1B lottery altogether. So how does this new selection process different from the current system we have right now when we file for H-1B visas every single year? Under the current process, each employer that is interested to file an H-1B visa must submit an electronic registration on behalf of each employee that they want to file an H-1B visa for. This has to be submitted typically as of March 1st of the fiscal year. At the end of the registration period, if an employer is selected, only those employers that are selected can then proceed and file an H-1B visa for that CAP season. The idea is that during the registration process, if more applications are being submitted, the USCIS will then conduct a random lottery and then select those in the lottery who can proceed and file their H-1B visas later on. That's all going to change after March 9th with the new wage level selection process. What are some problems that we foresee with this new wage selected system? Based on these changes, it seems to me that it's going to be almost virtually impossible for H-1B applicants with wage level 1 positions like newly graduate students or even some people with level 2 depending where they are in the country to qualify under these new guidelines. That's going to exclude a lot of people who are just entering into the job market, specifically a lot of international students. It's also going to be excluding a lot of students from being able to transition from their OPT programs to the job market, especially as our economy recovering from the pandemic crisis. These changes are going to block thousands of students from being able to start their first jobs in the US. And clearly, it's going to put preference on very, very high-skilled workers that will probably take majority of these H-1B visas. Startup companies, public schools, younger professionals, younger medical professionals working in rural areas will also be impacted by this rule because their salaries are going to be quite low, probably in the level 1 or 2, and therefore they're not going to be able to get the opportunity to get an H-1B visa. This is going to be a whole new problem for prospective employees who want to enter the job market, but they're not going to be able to do so anymore under the H-1B visa, and currently there are no other alternative visas to help these people become part of our job force. There's a lot of confusion already about the legality of the rule and what's going to happen, and I anticipate quite a few lawsuits coming up in the next few weeks to challenge the legality of this rule because it's going to be devastating. We're only 2 months away from the H-1B season, and hopefully there's going to be some sort of an injunction or a way to stop this before we start accepting new H-1B cases. What will the Biden administration do with this rule? Well, it remains to be seen. When Biden takes over, he's going to have at least 60 more days for this rule to be implemented, and then we'll see what he's going to do. What we know is that he didn't have a clear policy about the H-1B visa, and so we're concerned a little bit that that is not going to be a priority for him in the first 100 days. The Biden administration will really have to think carefully what they're going to do with a regulation that seems to be illegal on its face and put at this disadvantage so many bright young talent that is eager to join our workforce, and they may not be able to do so if this rule takes effect on March 9th, 2021. I've been doing H-1B visas for many years, and in my mind, this is a very bad rule for many reasons, and I mentioned that in the video before. I think excluding from our workforce so many young, talented people is a wrong move right now. I came to the United States with an H-1B visa myself. I was waged level 1. If this rule was in fact when I came here, obviously I would not be able to get an H-1B visa, and I would not be able to make this video for you right now. So let's see what happens. I'll keep you posted. Just want to give you this update out there. Once again, if you're here for the first time, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos. Also give us that big like so YouTube will be able to share this video with more people just like you. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions. So if you like this video, watch these 2 videos for more information just like that.